Hello, hello. We are on my stream number 29. No, 28. Sorry. I still sometimes mix 20, like 9 and 8. What's come first? So, if I think slightly, of course I'll say right, but it could happen. So. Okay, my stream is picked up on my phone. It's good. I see that sound is coming as well. Cool. So today is a really late time. So it's 10:30, 10:40 already. Yeah, and Sunday late night for many of you. Yeah, for me it was interesting Sunday and most hard work I did. Yeah, I did multiple small things, but more bigger hard work is just to prepare and send Amazon returns for past months, which our household made. By our household, I mostly mean my wife, and she did a lot of purchases for herself, for like our mother-in-law, and for all of us. There are some things which we need to return, and I don't like that process when you need to write about every return why you do so, print, pack, label it, and so on and so on. So it's slightly simpler because previously you need to pack it in some boxes and also print some labels, put inside something, put outside, pack it so it will survive. Yeah, the road to the Amazon Return Center. Now you can use Amazon Fresh, basically some Amazon store, and you can print all of those. I also print QR codes. I attach QR codes to the product, and they can scan, attach their own QR code, put in some box, and that's it. So much faster, less hassle, but still you need like do something. And if you return one thing, it's one thing. If you return 10 dozens or more, it's become harder. Yeah, every big work you need to do like step by step, or just select some time and say I'll do that work, whatever I could fit into that time, and it will help as well. Believe me, I have problems doing everything I want, so I often call myself as procrastinator, but maybe there are even more people who have some more problems, maybe on some medical levels, about doing something. Yeah, you should let yourself do it. I know it sounds crazy, but it's a big wisdom I got recently. Sometimes people don't let themselves start doing something, and it sounds crazy, but if you will think about it a lot, you understand that it's true. And when I say you, I mean not always your mind as is, but there are some buried programs in your mind. Yeah, I'm a developer, I understand what is the programs, but your mind is not just one like simple program, it's very straightforward. There are multiple programs on multiple levels, and if top level like interface which you hear in your head or whatever you communicate with your mind, it's only top level program. There are lower programs which sometimes you can hear or sometimes you can interact with, and they trying to restrict you, etc., etc. So it's a whole complex topic. Probably it's better to hear from my wife, who is also a psychologist. He can explain it much more in her own words, not in software engineering words, of course. But for myself, I have also some idea of how everything is working, like very similar to computer programs. Okay, last time when we tried to do something in Blender, it's hang up. So let's try to start Blender once again. We have some, so let's see. Okay, I couldn't move it to the next screen. Okay, now I could move it. Let me see. Let's transition. Okay, let's try to open glasses. It took a long time. Yeah, most probably I need to start Blender on some more expensive hardware. Oh, you know what? So for some reason it's opened not very recent version of glasses. Yeah, my camera stuck again. So let me try to unstack my camera. And we can continue. So interesting. Yeah, maybe because it was hanged, we haven't create any. Yeah, we don't have any vertex groups and everything we did last time. Okay, let's try to solve my camera issue. So let's try deactivate, activate. Let's try to switch to some different camera. And to this one. Okay. And where is my camera? Hello, hello, hello. Okay, looks like it's not so easy for it to come back. Maybe I should have some, maybe Canon. Yeah, I stream through some Canon software. Maybe it's connected too tight with some library or something which Blender used for render. That's why it stopped working once I open Blender. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't configure any video or anything. Anything. Okay. Maybe you know what? Let me try to see if I could survive on my notebook camera. Because for some reason I really don't like to have completely faceless stream, and I don't like to have photo stream when you see photo instead of camera. Okay, so let's switch my Canon to notebook. Okay. Oh, it's my... Okay. Let's see if we can put it to the proper format. No, it doesn't work with proper format. Okay. Let's choose just device default. Move it slightly. Okay. So. Okay, what we have? We have something like before, which says that we should create some geometry and click subdivide to have more geometry. Let's go and do that. So it's our edit mode. We just choose those one. And maybe we should choose here as well. So we select C. Oh. And choose on that side. Is it possible to transform something while we in C mode? Is it Alt? No. Is it Shift? Okay, now not in this mode. So okay, and now we don't do anything anything bad. We just selecting surfaces, which we will apply more modifiers. So okay, and here as well, because on the top we want to display some elements of circuit board. So now we just select subdivide, and in subdivide we just select, let's say, 3. So it's much more now. Maybe not enough for proper geometry, but at least it's better than before. So now, if I'm not mistaken, we need to return to our ChatGPT, what it says, and it says ensure sufficient geometry, displacement modifier. Okay, it's good. Now create a vertex, select front faces, CIB, align the front faces. So yeah, just apply vertex group. So let's go and apply something. So start with selecting everything we could, maybe with B. Now just choose C and add more to the selections. So we want to add here, and we want to add on that side. Yeah, not enough geometry right here, you see, but maybe we don't need circuit boards there. Now let's see from that side, see. And now let's see from that side also, see. Now just slightly I see my Canon camera is decided to rest because we don't use it. Maybe it's good. And let's maybe from this side also choose something we couldn't choose before. Okay, maybe I really don't know what happen if we don't select all the verticals on some, but let's try and see. Anyway, we're not doing something very complex. We just want some circuit board image on that glasses, and then we add slightly more, maybe some hearts, maybe some text. Okay, at least it's not everywhere, but looks good. So we just click create new group, let's say front, click assign, and set it. Now if we say select, you should select this group. Let's deselect. Okay, and let's return to our object mode by pressing tab. Now apply displacement, go to modifiers, subdivision surface, levels. So let's try. I now don't like to use subdivision surface, but we have different camera, maybe it will work. Maybe not. You see, it start to think about something. Let me see my computer screen. So it shows that it uses CPU a lot, 91%, GPU 51. So actually no, it's temperature. It's temperature, not percent, 1% or 0%. Still should be fine. So let's use 2 and let's add an additional modifier. Yeah, let's see what's ChatGPT. Stop. What ChatGPT? Okay, no, it's not ChatGPT telling us. Add displacement modifier. Add displace. In the displace, select front vertex group, and then load new texture properties, type image, open. So we did that already, so it shouldn't be too complex. So let's try to do that. Search displace. Okay, it needs to sync. Let's see, it's 7% of CPU, 0 of GPU. Maybe I need to do something, because I don't like the 0% of GPU here. I think it should be somewhere in preferences. System. Actually it says that it use for cycles that device, and that's it. Yeah, it should be good. I mean, it means that we using properly. Let's see somewhere on render. Eevee should be faster than cycles, correct? Render 64, viewport 16. Maybe let's put it like 8. Okay, so we have using both CPU and GPU subdivision. Okay, for vertex group, let's choose front. Okay, now we clearly see that it's front. You see, it's already created some displacements. Interesting. Now we just select here as texture, click new, texture 01, circuit board, texture, and let's go here in image movie. Okay, and in images, let's click new. No, let's click open. And in glasses, we should have one of those. Okay, looks interesting. Too interesting, I'd say. Okay, what we need to do? We need to return here and play with strengths. Maybe we need to make it, oh no, I mean smaller, like 0.2. Do you recognize any circuit board here? Yeah, it's not enough geometry here for circuit boards. But it should be more than enough here. Let's see. Oh, how? Okay. Again, maybe not too much, but we have subdivision, which should add something we don't see here. Okay. Anyway, maybe it could be better. Yeah. It's not how we render. Okay. So let's try with play with strengths 0.1. Not cool. Mid-level 2.2, not good. Let's try 75. Also not too good. Maybe we can use something like 0.4. Let's see. Nice. And if we took like something like 1, it would be, oh, maybe it's not circuit board, but it looks pretty cool. Especially if we can 3D print it. And if we use 2, it would be even bigger. Yeah, it's not like romantic glasses, but if you do it really small, yeah, it's really small, it's nothing interesting at all. So let's do at least maybe 0 is fine. 1. Okay, something like that. Mid-level 1 is interesting. 0, yeah, let's try some. Yeah, actually it doesn't change a lot. So Let's go and play with image somehow. So it's our image. Sim margin, view as render. Where is our light? Okay. Our light is too strong, yes, for the sun. 10. Can you do smaller? Yes. 8. Okay, 1 is good. It still show something not very interesting. So image. I'm trying to understand what's going on here. Maybe that is some of part of, maybe we don't have enough subdivisions. Repeat is cool. Extend. Now repeat provide better option. Clip. Looks cool, but not what you want for sure. Yeah, let's try repeat. Crop will not do anything. Size. Let's play with size. What if it will be 10? Not much changes. What if will be like 0, 1? Is it possible? Yeah. Still not much changes. So let's return it to something like 1. Colors we do like we have everything. Let's read what it's say. Displace, new, image, open, load, strengths, play, mid-level, usually set to 0.5, preview and adjust, enter object mode to preview the displacement in front of the glasses. The display is too strong, fix strengths. Okay, we can also adjust the texture coordinates in texture properties. Apply, check and clean up, export. Okay, so we do everything right, but still don't see our texture. Maybe, yeah, but what we could see is that it supplies something because it's not flat anymore. So it's nice, but not exactly what we want. So let's try to go maybe to edit mode and let's choose some place where we want to see exactly our mesh. So let's just select that one and let's choose more geometries. don't want this one. We want this one. Let's add more. And here as well. Oh, what I did, I press central mouse, I press central mouse and it's actually deselect something. Deselects. Okay. Now if we, oh, I know that we need just press that one. Okay. So let's see what we have. Now let's, on that place, we just add more geometry. As we know, it's already and GPU by usage. Oh, hello. So basically I lost some control over my voice, over my screen, and it's still, it doesn't show something really big happening, like in percentage of usage. But normally it should use it more, correct? Maybe if I'll use it performance mode, it will be better. Yeah, I need to make sure that my CPU, GPU, oh, now it's become much more noisy. Oh, come on, it's become completely noisy. Okay, I understand that it's noisy, but let's try. Oh, you hear it as well, correct? Yeah, you hear my my computer. I need to put it maybe in different room and have extra long USB-C cord to do it here, or switch to desktop PC or to some virtual machine. I don't know. No, it's not possible. to try it without the stream and just tell you what I did, because you see with the stream it's always like stuck in both Blender and stream. Or we can spend some time of understanding my GPU and everything, because you see GPU at 0%, CPU at like up to maybe no more than 25. It was one spike, but normally it's about 5%, from 5 to 10, and it doesn't sound it. It's do very intensive work. Yes. So let's see in our object mode if it's any better here. Now we have here a lot of much more, especially in that place, yes, much more geometry. So normally it should act better. Okay, let me move it, and then oh cool, you see it looks like it's some processor or something, that part. Yeah, the thing is that now it's not so responsive. So yeah, making it bigger than 150 is not good. By the way, this looks much better, you see. At least we see some circuit board elements, at least here. I believe because we have a sufficient geometry here. Yeah, we see some elements of the circuit boards. So maybe the question is in number of surfaces. After all, we still have them not enough on those. But yeah, mid-level probably will not be as cool. But if we could probably go to the texture, maybe if we can do texture slightly bigger, so extensions no, minimum no, multiply brightness no. Let's ask our ChatGPT. I got some results. I want my texture to be bigger. How to scale it. Again, I reminding that we are using free version of ChatGPT. We just created some account login into that, so we could use it with some memory. But you see, it's asking us to upgrade the plan. By the way, I heard that actually they're going to allow DALL-E image generation to all free accounts. So we will see it soon if they did it or not. So what they said in modifier tab, displace modifier, click on texture, go to texture properties, go to the mapping section, say size X, Y, and Z. Okay, so we reduce that to make texture looks bigger. I don't want to use UV mapping because it's actually how it displays, not how it's working. Yes. Okay, let's try to size it. So it's not colors, it's not crop, it's mapping. No, it's not mapping. So what is that? Modifiers, texture, mapping section. Mapping. repeat y. So let's just make it 0.5 and that 0.5. Yeah, looks like I'm just looking on this. Oh, what's going on? 0.5. It doesn't want to make it less than 1. Okay, what if we do 0.5 here in size? And what if we do 2? I don't think anything changes, yes? Crop, minimum X. Let's say I don't see in Blender 4.1. Can you please provide detailed steps how to change texture scale? Yes. Isn't maybe not in shader editor. We don't want to use Mapping node in shader editor because, as we know, it doesn't change geometry. Okay, directly. Displace and displace modifier. On the texture coordinate, select UV or another mapping option that matches your need. If you select UV, adjust UV map in UV editing workplace as described in method 2. So maybe it could work for us. So texture coordinates. Let's see. Sampling, mapping, color space, colors, custom properties, extensions. I don't see any of texture coordinates, filter type, custom properties. Maybe it's in modifier, local, maybe it's coordinates UV. UV map. So yeah, you see, we just need a much more geometry to make that work. Otherwise it would be just like that, not sufficient. Even here it's still not sufficient. So only that place it really looks like something. And if you see the different angles, like here, is it possible to move it slowly? Yeah, you see, it's just not sufficient. So yeah, we need to solve two questions: how to make it bigger and how to make it everywhere and make it possible on the stream. So yeah, most probably we need to create UV map And for UV map we need to load the picture. So okay, we have those. And what else? We need to go here, probably select front, select, then say press U smart TV project. Yes, let's do like that. Okay. Is it again hanging? No, I see I'm moving slightly, but moving. Yeah, I need to spend some time to make sure that I can use Blender on my computer while I'm stream, because looks like, come on, my Blender gone. Okay, so today we received some results with Blender. We could see our texture, and it was actual texture, actual geometry texture, yes, that we could 3D print. It was pretty small. We want to make it slightly bigger, and we try to find a way to do that. Also, we understand that we need much more geometry, but adding a lot of geometry on my computer for some reason say, oh, actually I work with big geometry. I do 3D scans and I load them to Blender, and those 3D scans have like 200,000 of surfaces. It's about 500,000 of points, so it was much larger than that, and Blender works okay with that without like destroying my system. So I think it's possible. Just need again maybe ask ChatGPT to help us with that, but as we know, we need to ask very directly. Also, yeah, also we could talk about any topic if you drop any comments into the chat or in the comments after the stream. So on that note, I will say you good night, good late night, and as usual, I'll see you tomorrow at 10 p.m. PST on this channel. It would be 29 to 89 stream of my 152 days challenge. So yeah, everyone has its own challenges. So have a good time of your day, coziness in your heart, and see you tomorrow.